Welcome back to Uncorked, everyone. I'm your host, Bobby, and today I'm at a newer restaurant in Starkville, Mississippi, 44 Prime, with Chef Jeff Thornsberry. So, Jeff, thanks for being with us today.
We're excited to have you guys.
So, kind of tell us about your restaurant.
So we are a classic American-style steakhouse. We try to take inspiration from some of the iconic areas in the U.S., try to hit the high points of some of the most popular steakhouses around.
Mm-hmm. So I know that y'all are newer. What kind of sets you aside from everybody else? Like sets you apart, makes you unique and different?
We think we found a kind of a niche hole that hadn't been filled here in town,
Mm-hmm.
An opportunity to kind of bring something that we thought was lacking a little bit. We thought we could have a lot of fun and bring something so you didn't have to drive so far to go to one of these classic American steakhouses.
Yeah. So I know that y'all have been open for about how long? A year?
Just under a year. So
Just
we're going
under
into
a
our
year.
first summertime here in Starkville.
Nice. Always a great time, especially if you're trying to not go out during like the busy football seasons or the busy baseball seasons. A lot of people who are actually Starkville locals will wait until more of the summertime to kind of go out to those newer, hotter places like the Cotton District when they usually can't get in, or some of these new restaurants where it's hard to get in because everyone's kind of, this population kind of slows down a little bit. So what are y'all's what's your favorite thing on the menu? Let me just go ahead and ask you that. I think everybody's probably going to be wondering.
Everybody probably thinks it's steak, but I think the steak is a gimme in a steakhouse. I think the seafood that we do is second to none. We bring everything in fresh from the Gulf, and I think it's, especially in the summertime, I think it's going to take off.
Okay, nice. I love seafood. I think that people in Mississippi especially love seafood, and we do have a Gulf Coast. So then just talking kind of about what you've noticed just being open, like clientele, where you said people travel.
We get a lot of people traveling in from our local towns, Columbus and West Point, Louisville. We see a lot of regulars coming in from these areas. It's been huge, especially for sports, and seeing all the alumni come into town and support us every time they're here. And making sure that they get their reservation with us and coming in and seeing us.
Mm-hmm. Nice, awesome. And then just before we end this episode, I do kind of want to talk kind of about like Roy Oswalt. I know that's like one of the owners, one of the big like selling points of 44 Prime.
Oh, without a doubt. Well, I mean, Roy is obviously, he's the backbone behind this. 44 being his number whenever he was in Houston, and wanting to bring the life that he kind of seen traveling and everything like that to here to town where he's so proud to be and be a part of, and kind of shine in the community.
Yeah, because I've had a few people ask me, they're like, why is it called 44 Prime? And I'm like, because Roy Oswalt's number was 44 when he played with Houston. And he actually almost went to Mississippi State to play baseball, but chose to go the other route, which I think I read an article where it was like a hard decision for him because he wanted to play for Mississippi State. But then he had that great opportunity. But he's done so much for the city of Starkville and so much for Mississippi State that I think it's great. And especially to have y'all have this restaurant here, especially with as beautiful as it is in here, kind of like a very extensive bourbon list. I hear you have an extensive wine list.
We do.
Which on our next episode next week, we'll be diving into their beverage programs and possibly making a cocktail. So thank you so much for joining us this week, and we will see y'all next week for another episode with Chef Jeff Thornsberry of 44 Prime.